Hello everyone. It's our Friday. It's Friday today, and let's see, it's 9:45 right here in Eastern Time. And because we've changed our time, we turned back an hour earlier. So the 10 o'clock now would be 9 to us. And I said, if I go live at 9, which is the time that we usually, like your time, and the sun is not awake yet, and I don't have the lights here, the ring lights that I use for my video. I just rely on the natural sunlight. So I have to wait till the sun brightens up so that we can have a nice lights, natural lights. Because before, when I was still using my laptop, I've seen your comments that my background was so dark because it was early. And so our time is a bit screwed up now because we have to move our time back an hour early. So anyway, today, like you can see me, I'm just sitting here on the sofa being cozy because we're going to talk about self-care. And I hope some of my friends, I know you're confused with our time now, you'll be coming up soon, and so that we can have an interactive conversation here. So I'll make it really cozy and comfortable so that we can talk about you. So as I've mentioned yesterday in my video to promote our video today, that we're going to talk about self-care. Hi, Mom Joveline, it's nice to see you. How are you? Oh my God. So many things happening in the Philippines and anywhere else in the world. We have, hi, Colleen. I'm listening. Hi, darling, I miss you. Thank you for coming. So many things have happened. Calamities, disaster, in the midst of pandemic. So how do you survive? Colleen, you should listen today because I'll be talking about self-care. And to talk about self-care it compasses a big, a big topic. But I break into categories, into 6 categories, because self-care could be anything. So we're going to talk about that. We have, hello, Doc Grace. I need to get my glasses. One moment, please. Oh my gosh. Colleen, you understand what I mean about this. Okay, so we have ang inaabangan. Okay, so thank you for coming every week here with me. Let me just fix my camera because I've touched it and I think it's not straight anymore. Here you go. So anyway, let's be cozy today. We are blessed and safe sound in Minneapolis. Oh, thank you. Good to know. So Mom Joveline is one of the teachers that actually take care of our scholars in the Philippines. And I'm really happy to see you here every week. And I hope you can share this with your friends as well. So Colleen, our self-care, because Colleen has a TLC, total tender loving care, would it be? She takes care of the seniors. I love you for doing that, girl. That's really nice. Yeah, you've heard. Colleen says, yes, I've heard about the Philippines and you're praying. Thank you for your prayers. I've got lots of friends that have been devastated by this typhoon, but not only in the Philippines. We have same thing happened in Honduras, in Guatemala, in Mexico, and also in Florida, although they're not as badly hit as these other developing countries. And in the Philippines, especially in Marikina, where they have the big river there, must be the river and the sea that had met, and all the rain the pouring down of the rain, and there's a really bad flooding there, and I don't know how they're going to save their stuff, because you've seen people already on the roof, even dogs and pets already on the roof. And how can you save your belongings that it's been like, say, drowned in the flood water? Cars everywhere had been flooded. How are you gonna go back to that? Like, it's really hard. And we have a pandemic going on. The US is really, really badly hit by this, and they already have reached 1 million. I'm not so sure of the other numbers. I think one of my friends, Christine, she's a nurse in California, they have reached about, I think, every day 136,000 or even more than that every day. I haven't checked my numbers, but it's really, really bad. Winter is coming, and as of, Fauci have mentioned that this is going to be a really dark winter in the US, but also in Europe. Spain and France are already in lockdown, and most of the places, the big cities and areas in Europe are in lockdown. Colleen, I think we're a bit lucky here that we live in the countryside. I know our numbers are going up as well, but not as bad as the other countries. We're just lucky here. I'm so glad that we're so blessed that we live in the countryside, as well as Colleen's has a really beautiful place in Embro. It's just a stone throw away from here, that we have a big place that we can go around and walk and keep our sanity. But what about those that live in a condominium? What about those that are living in a very limited place in a big city? How do you survive? And it's been a long time. This 2020 has been really bad for everyone. Calamities after calamities, disaster, typhoon, catastrophes. It's a pandemic, people losing their loved ones. I've lost a lot of friends as well. And one of them that I really miss is my hairstylist and makeup artist. Has been a really good friend of ours, Jonas, and he even came and visited us here, and even helped most of my friends to enhance or cut our hair and did our eyebrows and all that stuff. So I just could not imagine for those who have lost their loved ones because of this COVID. We cannot even go and hold their hands. We cannot even hug them. We cannot be there. Our presence wouldn't be a welcome thing because of this, what's going on. In fact, one of my first cousins also died, not of COVID, just this week, not of COVID, but because he has to wait, like all kinds of tests have to be done. I think he was having a stroke, that he just died there because of the steps that they have to do, the protocols that they have to do before they could treat him. Isn't that really sad? And we could have really saved him. Gisette, hello. How are you? Nice to see you, my cousin. So it's really sad. And Gisette, also my first cousin, also he lost a brother. I know, I think so. But anyway, this has been very sad. So how are we going to survive this? So when this pandemic came, in the first few months, of course, we are quarantined. We are told to stay home. We could not move. We cannot go anywhere. We have, and Doug and I had been traveling a lot, doing humanitarian aid around the world. In fact, we just came home from Mexico that time. We did a polio inoculation. I did some dental mission there as well. We just came home, and then the order of lockdown came. We're just so lucky to be back home. Hi, Elena. Hello. How's the baby Jai Jai? Oh my God, she's so cutie, 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 cutie. My cousin said, hi, Mana. Stay safe and healthy, okay? So, as I was mentioning, we have to do self-care. And I have discovered this as we go along with this pandemic. And I said, what are we going to do now? We're locked down, we're quarantined. We cannot move, we cannot do anything. So one of the good things actually that this pandemic had really came up for me when it was, I think around March, when we were ordered to wear masks. So I started to make masks for myself because I don't want to buy those disposable ones because it's going to go to the garbage. Some people does not even dispose them properly, and there'll be more garbage, and then we're doing more harm to our environment. So when they said that we have to wear N95 and all that, but it was so difficult. Even the nurses in the people in the frontliners are having a hard time getting the supplies. So when it was ordered that we can wear this washable mask, then I started to make masks. And then I was wearing it, and some of my friends, they like it, and then some of them have to go back to work. So they asked me if I could, sew for them. And some are nurses actually. When I posted in my Facebook, they told me if I can make some masks for them, because that was the beginning of the big number of people that have COVID. And nurses are really working 16 hours a day. So they said they want us, it's very depressing. So they said if I could make some fun masks for them. And that's how I began to make masks. It's a little business, and it is something for me to do to keep going during this pandemic. Riz, hi Riz, how are you? So it had helped me a lot to be busy doing something, and the something that is very useful and with a purpose is to make masks. And I'm still doing it. I'm so glad that I still get a little bit of profit so that I can keep going to keep doing it. I have helped a lot of people, and I'm glad that I can do that. And it gave me sanity during this really dark, grim year of 2020. And we have, sorry, I need to wear my glasses. We have Mara Clara. Hi, Mara. Maria, how are you? Maria's in London. Oh, she's a PSW as well. So I know that wearing masks really irritates your ears. So I started to make some headbands and hair caps with a button. So that's where you're going to hook up your elastics for your mask so that it doesn't hurt your ears. Anyway, so what actually the big thing we're going to talk about today is about your self-care. Okay? How do we keep ourselves sane? How do we keep ourselves from being depressed? I know our anxiety and depression is really setting in, and for people like us here in North America, it's going to be getting darker and darker, shorter days. And you're aware about this SAD, right? Seasonal affective disorder, when people gets really depressed, and it's really affecting their mental health when winter comes, because we have less sunlight and we are so limited with our activities as well. So I divided the self-care into 6 categories. So I want you to listen to this very well, and if you miss some, you can replay this again and listen to it again, because this is very, very helpful. And I was trying to figure it out and how I'm going to break this down into categories so that it'll be easy to relate and easy for you to take it for yourself. So there are six self-care: physical, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, sensory, and social. Okay, Oh, I gotta read this. I'd love you to guys to bring some comments for me. Shout out please for my day surgery fellow nurses. Oh, okay. You guys have a day surgery. Good luck to you. My cousin Gisette is a nurse in the Middle East. So hi to all of your fellow nurses at the day surgery. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Giselle, I hope you can also share this to your friends about the self-care. So I'll repeat, there are 6 categories: physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, social, and sensory. Okay, so we'll break them down one by one. Okay, physical self-care. So as physical self-care, it's all about your looks, your body, and all of that. But what includes in physical is you have to do exercise. It's a self-care that you have to do something for yourself. I put in the first one category because this is very, very important for us. And then we go down. Okay, physical care, you have to keep yourself, let me just go here. So you have to keep yourself really active, despite of being quarantined, despite of being locked down, despite of staying at home, or just staying within your vicinity or within your bubble. Okay, so first is physical care, and that means exercise. It doesn't have to be vigorous. I can't do it anymore. At my age now, I can't do vigorous exercise. So exercises could be yoga. You can bike around your areas. I know Jane Dublas, she bikes around her place, where it's just within your vicinity. You can go for a walk. Like for people like Colleen, she is very near the nature and trails. You can go for a walk. Just make sure you practice social distancing and wear your mask. Eating healthy is also a physical self-care. So it doesn't mean that when you stay at home that you would, indulge yourself with so many, unhealthy food. You don't do that. As Colleen says, I'm trying to do physical workouts for the physical care, keep limber and energy. You bet, that is right. So Colleen, it doesn't have to be vigorous ones for our age. We are in our late 50s. But we have to keep going. We have to keep moving. So everything could be for physical care. You just have to go for a walk, 30 minutes a day. If you're staying at home, you can walk up and down the stairs, or if you have a treadmill, do that 30 minutes a day while you want to watch the news, because we want to limit our TV exposures because there's so much negativity on the television, but we want to be aware of our what's going on, what's the current news and all of that, because that's part of us in our survival, right? We have to know what's happening around the world. So you can do your treadmill in front of television, or you can go and walk if you're lucky enough to be in a big place like us, Colleen. We're so blessed. And one of them is also your food. Okay, now people are beginning to discover their cooking prowess. Because we're confined at home, and so we cannot go eat out anymore because restaurants are closed, and some of them are open but very limited. Some you have to call for reservation. Anyway, what we can do now is we're at home and we got to eat. So eat healthy, okay? Eat food that are in season so that it's fresh. And if there is some food that are not in season, it's going to be a bit pricey. You can go for frozen ones like frozen fruits and all of that, but nothing beats fresh food, right? So people, if you could do it, stay away from cookies and sweets and candies and other sweet products. Stay away from chips, the unhealthy ones, because we have less activities now, and we tend to do and eat when we're home. So you're gonna put on some weight. You cannot afford to do that because you don't want to be unhealthy during this pandemic, because you will be vulnerable or prone to get sick. Okay, so eat healthy, eat fresh fruits, fresh veggies, lots of veggies. Okay, but don't forget your protein. If you are you eat meat 3 times a week would be good, but you can also get proteins in other food like beans, and if you have arthritis you have to stay away from that. Milk, eggs, and there's so many ways you can get your protein. And by the way, coffee, if it perks you off, I have my coffee here, and I have my mug, Style by Grace mug. It's a magic mug which I got from the Philippines, very cheap. My coffee perks me up in the morning, so I get my coffee. Okay, those are the physical care. All right, you have to keep moving, do exercise at least 30 minutes a day. You can go for a walk, a bike, or you can go up and down your stairs if you have stairs, or you walk around your house. Okay, that's physical care. That's number 1. Number 2, emotional care. That's one of the things very important too. It's becoming more tuned to your emotions. So I've mentioned anxiety, depression, a lot of doubts, so many things that affects your emotions and mental health. So what you do is you do meditations. One of them, I'm going to break this down to you. Meditations and exploring things. Okay, so, well, people who are like us, like in our retirement age already, or people that have children are grown up already, maybe we have more time for ourselves. But what about those mothers who still have small children going around and still busy, and yet they have to work as well? What can they do? Okay, so when it comes to meditations, so this is what I do, because I've been also very busy in trying to really get things to deal with all the things that's going on. Hi, Helen. Hi. How is Malaysia? So the first thing you have to do is meditation. So what I do now, I wake up earlier. So my son, I still have a 16-year-old son that I have to take care in the morning just to help him with his breakfast and get going to school. He goes to school alternated 2 days a week, and the next day will be 3 days a week, but a week. But I have to prepare his breakfast so that he eats healthy before going to school. Okay, connect with others for emotional care. You bet. That's right. You have that will come to our social care, Colleen. Social care. That also goes with emotional and social. Hi, Raji. Hello. Okay, so I'm speaking about emotional care. So meditation, that's what I do now. First thing in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I would sit on my chair there with my Bible. I start my day by praying and thanking God that I woke up that day, and then pray for others who are struggling. It is nice that you offer prayers for others as well. That makes you feel better. And then I would start to meditate my day. What would ask, and I'm very spiritual as well. So I would ask, like, what can I do to be an instrument to make, help others and make others feel better as well. And how can I make my day productive, and how I can be resourceful, and also thinking about the beautiful day and all the blessings that we have. That's how I meditate. It makes me feel good. That's how I start my day. Hi, Suzette. How's New York? Oh my God, please be safe there, Suzette, because New York is also one of the badly hit places. I want you to stay healthy, please. Okay, so Suzette is from New York. So I start my day doing meditations. You can do that too. And during doing their meditations, you can also like doing your breathing exercise, deep breathing, and you count 10, you inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold it for 2 seconds, and then exhale 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You do that repeatedly in maybe 5 times. So that helps you. Hi, Lolly. How are you, my dear? Good morning. Thanks for coming. How are you doing? So Lolly actually is now just recently retired, and I see her post that she goes out to eat. She loves to eat, but she doesn't like cooking, but she does sometimes try to cook for her husband, which is very good. And she doesn't know sometimes what to do because it's only new. She just recently retired and she misses her work and her routine. So it's something new, new routine for her when she's now retired. Lolly, just listen to our live today, because this is gonna help you a lot. So we're now the number 2, the emotional. So doing meditation is you do it for yourself. It's for your own soul, for your own spirit. Okay, somehow it is also connected to your spiritual. Another thing, emotional, okay? Express your emotions. If you're good in art, do art. If this is the time for you to discover your cooking prowess, you start cooking, and YouTube, Pinterest can help you a lot to discover more on cooking. Because when you cook, then you know that you're eating well, that you're eating healthy, and you know what's in your food. Because sometimes people, when you go to a restaurant, you don't know what they put in your food. They just want to enjoy the taste, but health-wise, I don't think they're more concerned about that, because it's business. So if you do cooking right now, start learning how to cook. It's gonna be the best for your family and for yourself. Okay? And another thing, in the evening, don't watch horror movies, don't watch sad movies, because it's gonna pull you down. It's gonna magnify your anxiety and being sad. So stay away from those movies. Instead, watch something, good movies and feel good movies, or Hallmark movies. They're really good. Something happy, or maybe trivias and games, because that also helps you motivate your brain to work. I still watch Weakest Link. I watch Slumdog Millionaire. Jeopardy. I'm sorry, Double Jeopardy or Jeopardy. Alex Trebek, we lost him, but I still watch Jeopardy. It does help me to think quickly. Larry Juby is watching. Hi, Larry. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to share this. Okay, so we are, I really would want to reach out to more people about this self-care that we're doing in our life right now. So those are the things for your emotional. Do something for yourself. Do your meditation. Do your breathing exercise. Do that first thing in the morning before it gets busy and before everybody wakes up, and you get yourself busy for the day. Okay, that is something good for you to start. For your emotions, stay away from sad movies or bad news, or it's okay to watch a TV, but as long as you don't really get glued on television. It's okay to be aware what's going on in the world. You need that, but don't be glued into your television. Okay? And one thing, if you want, this connects to our physical. If you want to watch television, get onto your treadmill, or you do something, stretching, or just move when you're watching television. Don't just sit down. Okay? Because it's going to be very tempting. If you sit down, you fall asleep, and you watch TV, and you get tired, and you get lazy. You don't want that. So you keep moving. Do your exercises or sit-ups or whatever when you're watching television. Just move. Okay, the third is spiritual. Spiritual doesn't have to be to relate to religion. You can be spiritual just knowing yourself, and being aware of what's going on in the world and about like within your bubble. Okay, spiritual, it is something that you should do to nourish your soul. Okay, and meditation that I've mentioned, these are all interconnected, right? Meditation is one that I've mentioned with the emotional care, and because meditation is it is a way of finding your inner peace. Okay, that's your inner peace. That's why you wanted to start to do your meditation first thing in the morning when everything is quiet and it's just yourself. Okay, find that inner peace by doing meditation, and then you do the a breathing exercise after. So you just count 10, as I've mentioned. I'll repeat it again. You inhale and count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 6, you pause for 2 seconds and then exhale. 7, 8, 9, 10. So you keep doing that. Repeat it for 8 to 10 times, or at first you can do 5 and then you build up from 6 to 10, and that will really help to unclog your brain, your foggy brain, and breathing and bring more oxygen to your brain cleanses your system as well, right? Your lungs, it'll be very healthy for your heart, for your lungs, and your whole body. Okay, so another thing that is good for your spiritual self-care is communing with nature. So this is also connected to your physical. If you can go for a walk to the walking trail, or you're doing bike, or just sitting in your home, like me, I'm surrounded with all my flowers and plants. So it is still communing with nature. You starting to appreciate, just look at one plant and you can see the difference. Like I have these ornamentals, why they are green. And some of the plants, like the flowers, let me move my camera so I can show you and relate to you what I really mean. So I have these plants with me. I promise to tour you as well. So this one has red flowers. This is a begonia, and this is ivy, and this is the tricolor. You can see the tricolor. I have a purple and red, and the green doesn't come up now because it's indoor. Just to, rethink the wonderful things that God has given us. That's part of your spiritual, and we have this citrus fruit here is already ripe. That's my calamansi, and it's so green. I have this banana. I get a banana tree inside the house, and I have a taro, this large elephant ears. So, and also my orchids. I grow my orchids in water, and they're starting to have blooms now. They grow in water, so that I don't have to worry about watering them, and they love it. I have how many? 3 are in blooms right now for my orchids, and so just looking at them, and you can see also my background, I have some more plants there. So just looking at those plants, like communing with nature, makes me wonder how wonderful it is that we're so blessed to have, to appreciate this nature, that the plants, how did they get to have green leaves and red flowers and pink flowers and different color, and they grow with the sunlight, or some of them don't even need more sunlight. Things like that keeps you really very curious and keeps your brain going. So understanding nature, respecting nature. Hi Bunny. Oh, hello. Hi Bunny, how are you? Hello Grace, looking good, my friend. Thank you, Bunny. So, hi Bunny, how's the business in the Philippines? I wish you all the best. I'm praying for you guys, and you have a beautiful place in the Philippines. I love your place. I miss that. So I'm talking about the communing with nature now, Bunny, and you're so blessed to have really beautiful view, and you can commune to nature. I know you walk around your area. So just communing with nature, understanding nature, and taking to yourself, like if this plants and flowers can grow beautifully, so you can as well. You can. So this is part of our self-care. Now we got the three now: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Cool. We go to the fourth one. The fourth one is intellectual. Bunny, you're one of my idol. So intellectual. We have to keep that brain juice going no matter what age we are. If we're retired, if we're still working, we have to keep that intellectual self-care. Keep it going. Okay? Read books, watch documentaries that would, watch history or read about history that would, help you learn more about or keep yourself well informed. Learning new skills, like me sewing masks and clothes. I didn't realize I could do it, but I grew up with my grandmother when she used to sew my clothes before, and I was always beside her, and then I started to sew by hand, and I started to experiment in sewing machine. That was like I was still 7, 9 years old. And then in high school, then we have the HE, the home economics, that we started to sew again. And it only came back to me now that I'm retired, and I didn't even know that I could sew. But we have a sewing machine, and I started to sew, and it was very interesting. It's something that the skills that I have, I wasn't sure that I know how to do it, but then I get to improve it. So do something that nourishes your mind. Good intellectual, that's reading books, or maybe watching some documentaries, knowing about history, geography. It's very good. It's now that this pandemic is happening, you have to know your world geography. So when people, they think, oh, they're in Germany, which part of Europe is Germany, or France, or other places you have not heard, like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and all that places, and people like in the Southeast Asia. Where is Asia? Is Turkey part of Asia? And Egypt is part of Africa? Knowing those things, knowing your geography as well, keeps you going. So those are intellectual. We need, there's still more that we could discuss about intellectual. I know Bunny has thousands of ideas about intellectuals, and one's of the best people that are keeping their intellectual self-care going. I really, hats off to that. Okay, next is social. Okay, Colleen, this is now the social. We need our social self-care. Now that we could not really see our friends, we couldn't hug our friends, we could not go and visit our relatives because of this pandemic. Thank God we have the technology. We can do Facebook, we can reconnect with our friends. In fact, I was able to reconnect with my classmates in elementary. Shout out to Ethel Castillo. She was my best friend in elementary. To Sylvia Moreno, Mia Pardilio. Those are my friends. Goldie used to be my buddy, and Helen. We used to make, the slingshots and have so much fun looking for guavas and wild guavas and swimming at the river. Those are the beautiful memories I had in my childhood, and I was able to reconnect to these friends. And so from Facebook, so we could still do our social self-care by talking to them, calling them on Messenger, on FaceTime, or whatnot. And you can do Zoom with your friends. I learned to dance again with Sinbeth Orliano and Rogelio Alaire Ojing. We go on Zoom and they teach me new steps. That's social self-care. Or you can just sit down and listen to soothing music, listen to bossa nova. I love listening to bossa nova and Bee Gees. Bee Gees, those are my favorite artists. Beatles. So it brings me back to my life when I was a child, my good memories, and also sometimes when I listen to my bossa nova, I would love to light candles, like scented candles. It suits my nerve, it suits my soul. So those are, no, I'm talking about the sensory, the social. Okay, the social. So I'll get mixed up now. So I'm talking about the social. So spend time with loved ones. If you cannot be with them physically, you can call them in Messenger, get in touch with them, talk to them every day. It's not any more physical presence, but media. We could reach anywhere else in the world, any of your relatives. Reconnect with your friends. Okay, next that I was talking about is the sensory. That's the sixth self-care. Number 6 in our self-care is the sensory. Okay, so you have to be aware, like this is connected to your meditations, your physical care, emotional, spiritual. You have to be aware of your senses, your sense of smell. Learn to cook and appreciate the food, the different stages of the aroma of the food when you're cooking. Sense of sight. Learn to appreciate the nature, as I was mentioning, the color of the trees and flowers, how wonderful and so vibrant their colors are, and how the nature works with them. And your smell, scent, sight, smell, sight, your 5 senses, your hearing. Okay, learn to appreciate that you can still hear the beauty of nature, the sound of the wind, the birds, listening to soothing music, or you want to dance and listening to music and go with the beat. So those are your sense, your touch. Now that we cannot hug anymore our loved ones, our friends, and we cannot shake hands, do a massage. You cannot even go to a massage therapist now. I don't know, some places are very still restricted. You just have to learn to massage your hands, your feet, yeah, your skincare. Do your skincare. That's still part of your sense, your touch, and your sense of sound. It's part already for your hearing. So sense of taste. If you learn to cook, you can learn how to appreciate your sense of taste, because you would know if your food tastes good or not, or you'd be amazed that you can cook really tasty food, right? And you can discover different tastes. It is something that really something new that keeps you going, keeps you busy during this pandemic times, and there's lockdown and we're quarantined and we're limited with our movements, and things are different now. It's totally different now, and I don't think we can go back again to how it used to be. It's gonna be the next normal, and how we're going to survive the pandemic and the disasters and the climate change. I think Greta Thunberg is really right about the awareness of our environment, the climate change. So we have to do our responsibility as well to contribute to do things that is less damaging to nature, especially our garbage. If you could recycle, let us recycle. And learn how to dispose your garbage very well. If you wear disposable masks, make sure you put it in a bag or a plastic bag before you throw it in the garbage. Don't put it in the recycling, and make sure you put it in a bag, because you don't want the other animals, if in case it gets away, like if the wind blows it, the animals won't be able to be harmed with that. So now to wrap up things, that's what I said. How do you survive during this pandemic? So self-care is very important, but self-care is a big topic to talk about. So I tried to break it down into categories. So we have physical, we have spiritual, we have emotional, we have intellectual, we have social self-care, and sensory self-care. So there you are, 6 different self-care categories for us to survive the pandemic, for us to survive the calamities. And my heart really bleeds for those who have lost their loved ones, for those who are affected by the typhoon. I know human beings are very resilient. That's what we are. We are resilient. It's just how we're going to really take care of ourselves. And this self-care is very, very important. I hope that you got something from what we have talked about today. And I hope that I've contributed just a little bit, tiny bit of something good to you. Keep yourself improving. Keep yourself going. Take care of yourself. And this is the best thing we can do. We have to keep ourselves positive. We have to keep doing positive things. We have to help each other. We have to be there for each other. If not physically, we have the technology that could bring us closer. Learn to appreciate nature. Appreciate yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your soul. Do something good for yourself. Hi, Cousin Nelia. Oh, you've come late already, but cousin, you can replay this, and I'm really encourage everyone to listen again to the 6 categories that I break down for your self-care, because this would really help you. I have thought so much about this, and this is how I can give my contribution to the world. Oh gosh. Faith or fear? Yes, it is natural that we have the fear of losing our loved ones. I know my cousin, I'm still praying for you. She lost 2 very, very important people in her lives, her mother and her husband. I just could not fathom how you felt about losing them and how you are surviving. But go through my self-care and it might help you. My cousin, I love you. We have Valentin Gabriel Bico. Hi! Lolit, I love watching documentary and Disney movies. Yeah, me too. My friend gave me this book I read every morning by Beth Moore. Most of all, this is from Lolit. Most of all, I love scented candles, pumpkin spice, cinnamon by Yankee, looking in my backyard while having breakfast. Exactly, Lolit, and reading a bit of my Bible, sure, but cooking is not my cup of tea, sorry. So many places and restaurants have served healthy food. Oh, that's good. You're lucky, and I like watching you, a positive person and humble. God bless you all, trusting God always. Thank you, Lolit. You know, Lolit become my good friend through the Facebook. I visited Lorna in Virginia Beach during her birthday, and I was the MC actually, and even performed. And we met there, but not as close as now. My cousin says very good topic to discuss this during this pandemic. And Doug said, let me see, proud of my beautiful sweetheart, her attitude of living life. And Nephilim Ning, hi. And to my cousin, thank you and love you, my dear cousin. Stay safe. You too. And please stay happy. And I really admire you on how you were able to survive and keep your day going. I know that you have a really good job and that keeps you going, and you are surrounded with beautiful friends as well. That's what part of your social self-care. And like Lolly doesn't like to cook, but she loves to go out and they have restaurants. You're very lucky to have a place that you can go for restaurants. That's good. Just do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever that makes your soul like something that really works for you. That is very important. Don't push things that you don't want to do. My battery is going low. So only thing, do things that makes you happy and that makes you feel good. That's the most important thing. For other things, some people loves plants, some people don't like to do plants because they don't know how to take care of plants. That's fine. Some don't like to cook, but they love to eat. Okay, there's always a way to do that. But always, you don't have to really get all this that I have said today. But make sure you know those self-care in 6 categories. They're very, very important. And thank you guys for, my battery is going low. Thank you guys for being there. All of you have watched and shared me this today. I really appreciate it. And you can still throw more or post more comments. I would answer them. And I'd like this to be very interactive, and I'd love to hear from you. So that was it for this week, and I hope that I have contributed myself. I'm repeating myself again, but I really love you guys. I love life. I'm so blessed, and I hope that I can also share my blessings to everyone. So, people, stay safe. Keep yourself beautiful. Beauty is not the physical look itself, but everything that comes out from your heart is beauty. And that means being positive and stay safe. I've mentioned it already. And stay happy and keep that smile, because life is beautiful. No matter what, you are beautiful. Thank you guys. And my heart blesses you. My heart belongs to you. Thank you for coming over. I still have something. Wanderer Joy, hi. You're a good inspirational person, your husband, to stay safe. Thank you, Lolit. I have not, as I was very cut off, like I was everywhere. Lolit, I have not met her personally. I already had said goodbye. I'm still talking. Anyway, I'm a gabber until my battery dies off. Lolit became, I think we're being good friends now, and she comes every week when I do my live. Thank you, Lolit. I really appreciate that. She becomes my friend, not only in Facebook, but I feel so connected to her now. And I'm glad that I found you on Facebook. I'm glad I was able to meet you in Virginia, although we have not really conversed and sat together. But one of these days we will. Cross fingers, we will. In Jesus' name. And Elena, I love you too. Take care of the baby girl. Oh my God, I want to bite her. It's just so cute. Thank you, Elena. Elena just have a baby. If you've seen my Facebook, I was, carrying that really cute bundle of joy. That was Elena's daughter. So cute. And Lolit, I hope to see you soon. Elena, thank you for visiting us last week. Cousin, please stay strong. Bunny, keep going. All of the people that came, my classmates elementary, Helen, Nephili, and Helen is always there to help me and share this, share this live. And my cousin Gisette and all the others that came live. Colleen. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and stay safe and stay positive. We can do this. Let's go and keep that faith. Stay away from fear. If you have fear, that's natural, but just deal with it and turn it into positive things. So until next time, bye. Oh, we have another one coming. Let's see. Jane, Jane Brodet is watching. Hi, Jane. Please replay this, and so I hope that you can learn from this self-care. It's really important. I'd love to share this. Okay, until next time. Bye, everyone. Mwah. This has been your host, Grace for Style by Grace. Bye.